Hello friends, in our previous video we learnt about the complementary angles and tried to solve the sums based on complementary angles. And in today's video we will learn about the trigonometric identities. Now what are trigonometric identities? These are the equation form of t ratios that we learnt in the previous videos. The trigonometric ratios are written in the form of the algebraic equations. We get trigonometric identities. And we have three main trigonometric identities from which we can derive the other t identities. The first one is sin square a plus cos square a is equal to 1. The second one, 1 plus tan square a is equal to secant square a, and the third one is cot square a plus 1 is equal to cosec square a. And from these three main trigonometric identities, we derive the remaining identities like first was sin square a plus cos square a is equal to 1. We shift the cos square a to the right hand side and we get the next identity as sin square a is equal to 1 minus cos square a. Similarly, by shifting sin square a, we get cos square a is equal to 1 minus sin square a. Similarly, from second trigonometric identity, we get tan square a is equal to secant square a minus 1 and secant square a minus tan square a is equal to 1. And similarly from the third one, we get cot square a is equal to cosec square a minus 1 and cosec square a minus cot square a is equal to 1. So let us learn how to get these trigonometric identities. First of all, take a right angle triangle ABC with angle B as 90 degree and acute angle A we have to study. And we know the Pythagoras theorem, that is hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Hypotenuse is AC. So we get AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. The first identity was sin square a plus cos square a is equal to 1 that we have to derive. It means we want to get the right hand side is equal to 1. Therefore, we have to divide the whole equation with AC square. Only then we will get AC divided by AC and cancellation gives us 1. Therefore, by dividing the given equation means Pythagoras equation by AC square, we get AB square upon AC square plus BC square upon AC square is equal to AC square upon AC square. Now we can combine the square terms and we get AB upon AC whole square plus BC upon AC whole square is equal to AC upon AC whole square. Right hand side we are having 1, no problem. And look at the left hand side. What is AB upon AC from diagram? From diagram, AB is base, AC is hypotenuse and base upon hypotenuse is cos theta. We know from our previous knowledge. Here theta is acute angle A. So we get AB upon AC whole square is equal to cos square A. Similarly, BC upon AC is sin square A and is equal to AC get cancel 1. And writing cos square A plus sin square A as sin square A plus cos square A, we get the desired trigonometric identity. And from this identity, we can make the remaining two identities by shifting first cos square A to the right hand side and it becomes sin square A is equal to 1 minus cos square A. And then shifting sin square A, we get cos square A is equal to 1 minus sin square A. Friends, starting from Pythagoras theorem and dividing with suitable side, we get the first trigonometric identity. Please take the screenshot of this page. In the similar fashion, we can derive the remaining two trigonometric identities and which will further give us the subparts. Let us learn how. We take the same triangle and write the Pythagoras theorem again. Now in the identity we need tan square A. So we have to divide the Pythagoras statement equation with AB square, and therefore our statement becomes AB square by AB square plus BC square by AB square is equal to AC square by AB square. Writing the square once, we get AB by AB whole square plus BC by AB whole square is equal to AC by AB whole square. And from diagram, we get the desired ratios as AB get cancelled, it is 1 plus BC by AB is tan A, AC by AB is secant A. So we substitute the values of T ratios from the given sides, and hence we are having the second trigonometric identity, that is 1 plus tan square A is equal to secant square A with us. And again, as we did in first part, we can derive the remaining two formulae from this second trigonometric identity like this. First we shift tan square A to the right hand side and we get the formula 1 is equal to secant square A minus tan square A. And now again we shift 1 to the right hand side and we get tan square A is equal to secant square A minus 1. In this way we are having two trigonometric identities and their two subparts each. Now we proceed further for the third trigonometric identity, and that is cot square A plus 1 is equal to cosec square A. And the starting is again same. We have to take the Pythagoras theorem, right? And for that we have to divide with what? We have to make cot. Therefore we have to divide AB with BC. It means we have to divide the whole equation with BC. We get AB square upon BC square plus BC square upon BC square is equal to AC square upon BC square. Next we have to make the squares as one term and we get AB by BC whole square plus BC by BC whole square is equal to AC by BC whole square. And now we are having the ratio of sides. We can convert them into the T ratios, like AB by BC is cot square A plus BC by BC get cancels, it is 1 is equal to AC by BC is cosec square A. In this way, now we are having the third trigonometric identity, that is cot square A plus 1 is equal to cosec square A. And from this main equation, we again derive the remaining two subparts by shifting first 1. We get cot square A is equal to cosec square A minus 1, and secondly by shifting cot square A we get cosec square A minus cot square A is equal to 1. That's all for today. Please take the screenshot of this page also. Share the video with your friends maximum. Also subscribe our channel and press the bell button for our latest videos. Take care and work hard. Bye bye.